Yeah, and speaking of, this isn't an all-day event. 1 and 2, the Saturday, it's going to be the beginning half pool play, and we'll actually start off the tournament probably later on in the night. I think it's going to be around 7 p.m.
Yeah.
once we get all the matches finished. But it's a lot of energy and it takes a lot of effort. And luckily, everybody, they are geared up with the G Fuel, who is the sponsor
Yes.
of this event. So make sure everybody gives a big shout out to G Fuel.
Sponsor of the venue,
incredible.
not
Yeah,
the
sponsor of
venue.
the venue, excuse me, not the event, but they do a great job anyways. These two teams, they're getting ready to load on up, and let's actually go over and talk about the team that we have coming up. It's going to be Yummy Things, and let's talk about who we have coming up, Chef.
Yeah, Yummy Tingz. Chuppy, Cozen, Frostaic? Frostaic?
Prostaic? Yeah, I'd say
And
that.
Gentry. Chuppy is like an amazing name. Absolutely love it. Yummy Tings. I gotta know how they came up with that. I love their logo down there. I mean, just everything about what I'm seeing just from names. It's gonna be top tier. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And let's look at our other team here. Who's Dax? Dax plays here.
Yeah, let's go over and check who they have coming up here relatively quick. But unfortunately, we'll get that set up in just a second here, as I believe we have a little list. It's going to be Dak, Zaya, Morph, and Alex. And just with the name Dax carries, you expect a lot of good things coming out of that, man. We'll have to see if that will be the case. But it looks like everybody, we're slowly loading on in. Chef, I mean, we haven't casted any of these two teams. I guess, what are your kind of predictions? Just blind, a shot in the dark.
It's interesting how a team agrees on a whole name being one player. So either this guy's putting the money up, and I'd be like, sure, you could put your name up there, or he's going to have a crazy ego out there. He's going to be chowing everything. He seems like an SMG player already, just ready to push absolutely everything. I think that's what we're going to see from them. Just Dak maybe carrying, but it's just going to be a lot of him. Yummy Tings, I feel like they're more fun. They got a name like that. Their logo's fun. Their usernames are fun. I'm seeing some good vibes from them.
Yeah, I like how you pointed that out. I think it's all about that experience, right? It's going to be who's feeling comfortable, and yeah, maybe it's just a group of guys that decide to sign up to this event. And that's going to have a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
If you have played with them before, your friends in real life, it's going to make everything a lot easier. And, they're not stressed. I think that's a big thing for a lot of these teams. The first timers, the stress can get to them. The lights can shine a little bit too bright.
Yeah. They
don't perform the way that they want to. So Yummy Things, I'm going to actually give them the advantage in this one. I think it's going to be a 2-1.
Yeah, I can go with Yummy Tings with a 2-1 as well. And looking at the maps we have here, starting out with Hydro. Hydro is not one that comes up too often. These were pre-selected, so we love that casting. We get to see everything. Mercado SND, going to be our second one. Mercado, amazing S&D map, with that building, controlling that, or the warehouse. Beautiful rotations, usually takes quite a lot of time off the clock unless you're able to cut through the middle. So that tunnel control is huge for that S&D. And maybe we'll see our first control match if we're able to get over to Fortress.
In Fortress, if we do go the distance, it's going to be such a defensive-heavy map. You look at the pros, it's just constant headbutts. If you go 4 down early on, good luck breaking out of the spawn track because they make it so difficult in this game. Honestly, I think they should open up another route, maybe a bottom side to the armory to lead on into the P3 towards that pool side, because it just allows another entrance or escape for all these teams, because you're basically having to go through double doors wide out in the open, and then on the right side you're having to go through the barn side wide out in the open. The only place is the armory, but even going in through, you have to go through 2 separate doorways where it's a long little hallway and you can just get gunned down immediately.
Yeah, Fortress is very defensively set. I think that the players are loaded in. I'm ready to get this one cooking. Let's get this one started. Hydro, Hardpoint. Not one that I've seen very often. I don't think that comes up very much for you, does it?
No, not too much. I think in the amateur scene, it's kind of a frustrating map just due to the fact that everybody's taking a swim. Everybody's trying to be Michael Phelps. They're trying to find their way, those sneaky routes. It's so heavily contested on a majority of these hills, and it makes it so difficult to lock down full 60s. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. If you are able to have a great setup, don't let anybody slip through, secure those spawns, you're going to be in a good spot.
Yeah, definitely agree. You know, Hydro Hardpoint, the water adds that extra element. They can be above you, they could be below you, they could be in the same building. You know, the color, the textures of this map is very similar outside of the water. It makes noise, it makes a lot of noise. So, you know, putting that into your strat, you know, it could get you set up for a good position, but it would get you set up to get killed too. So you could get taken out pretty easily. And, you know, normally around Broken is usually a lot of hot spots on this one. You know, players just trading out back and forth, back and forth. Spawn control's big. It's a little bit bigger of a map, you know, if you're not trying to play the water at all. So, you know, spawn control could be big too. Heavily relying on that anchor position.
In that P2, it's going to be crucial because that's probably one of the hills that's the least contested, because if you have a good setup, you're not allowing anybody to get into that backside spawn and kind of allow those splits to come through. You're really able to let your ARs dominate when they're trying to come through top or bottom dome. But here, we're kicking it off. Dax carries versus MWII. I know we were kind of split on who's going to win this one, and big things we expect from Dak.
Yeah, Dak just getting killed right off the start. We see Dax carries trying to get some points here, and it looks like MWII has that long range to keep him off of this point. This P1 really just trying to get that P2 positioning. Frostaic looking like he's trying to control the middle of the map, but can't get it done. Just really back and forth, but Dax carries ends up on top for this spot. You know, we'll see how it goes for P2, because it's really just back and forth.
And MWII, they're fully set up. Number one, Ozea finds a great kill, and it will be Cousin. He's the contender guest, maybe having difficulties logging on into his Activision or Battle.net, but Chuppy48 finds that kill down low. The trades are coming through, but MWII, they are looking good. The setup's clean. Gentry wins another one, and they should get at least the next 15. Granted, they don't go all four down.
Yeah, off to this next one. It is all Dax carries, just really filing in one at a time. And MWII just able to answer that cleanly. They have the spawn, they have the positions, less than 30. There's no real reason Dax is going to get over there and win this. So it's really off to the next point for them to try and get ahead. And MWII's just looking beautiful. Gentry himself just absolutely stunning with his doubles over and over. Gonna make a lot of noise there in the water. But, you know, Gentry, look at how far he's able to move up. It's really only Dak that's going to be able to defend this position. It runs literally under Dak, and there we go. He's going to pick up that kill easily with that height advantage. I love Dak's position there. Kept him off of that rotation around back. The flank just wasn't going to work there, and MWII's going to have to take the bronze side on this one.
And talk about a nerdy spot. I've casted this game a lot, and I have not seen that one yet, so he's pulling out everything in the playbook to give his team an edge, and so far, it's a great job on this Hydroelectric hill. Frostaic, he's looking to be that opening player with the AR. Will find that trade on Zaya. Morph, will he be the next one up? Looks like he's kind of throwing some shoulders, getting some tags. He's being annoying, unfortunately. Too many members in MWII, but he did adjust enough to make sure there's some reinforcements. And Alex, he's on 5 in a row, locks down most likely the last 15. And Chuppy, he will fall to Morph.
Yeah, Dax carries, getting that scrap. Looking for that rotation. Dak is the one in there. He's going to have to carry this rotation. Able to get Frostaic out of there. See the rest of his team moving in. Ooh, he showed his back to, who is this guy again? Kozin. Kozin gonna get that one. And Frostaic gets the respawn. And MWII, they have some good spots here as we see number 3 and 1 trying to work through Broken to get into this point. But MWII, they have some good defense set up here, but Zaya might be able to break it.
And this is kind of what you like to see, both teams just exchanging blows, not allowing these breaks to come through. But as I say, that Dax carry, they will find potentially the last 30 seconds. And I want to point out, on that rotation, Dak hadn't died once he found that first kill before this P4 pop. So he had done a great job watching the flank. Nobody came through, so he just had free reign to go in through ruins to maybe find something. Zaya, though, already thinking about that P5. This is going to be the generator room. And Zaya, again, 4 in a row. Dak carries, they're looking solid.
Yeah, for sure, Dak carries is looking good. You know, Yummy Tingz trying to get everything together. We see Cozen sitting at that 0.5 KD, not much time on the hill, not really doing too much for his team. And Frostaic sitting at that 30-second hill, 10-8, definitely doing a great job for his team here with Yummy Tingz. And Dax carries, you know, Morph the Dwarf sitting here 13-5, 8 streak, just falls off. I think he had that streak in his pocket from that. And Dax carry is still able to hold this off with the spawn. Gentry has really been putting in some amazing flanks, amazing routes, but doesn't have his team to back him up to overtake these positions. And we see there Cozen trying to make some moves in there, able to catch one, but gonna get traded out most likely here from Morph. And it's what, 15 seconds left. It's off to the next point, and I really don't see too many people working that way.
Yeah, it's gonna be the side. It looks like number 1. He's putting himself in a good position here as the first set of rotations comes to a close. And Dax carry, I mean, you have 1:50 in the hill from Alex, so just being the super soaker for the squad. Chuppy, he's just gonna kind of tuck himself away in a corner. I like that position. Unfortunately, he exposes himself, and Morph doubles him up, and that could be the spawn flip, but he decides to back on up, change up his route. As it looks like Yummy Tingz, they still have it under control, but you can't give up all this Q1 time.
Yeah, over 30 seconds, Dax carries, gets in there. You know, Yummy Tingz trying to work it through. But I'm seeing pretty much a lot of 1 at a times. And Dax carries are really able to just stick together, get these routes, get it done. And, you know, Yummy Tingz, there we go. They are able to win that one, but look at that, 15 seconds left. And they had to use all their resources to get it. And Dax carries is all over the map. They have this full thing under control.
Well, look at number 1. Zaya looking to make the route, but Gentry shuts him down, and that's a big kill for this P2. This is potentially allowing the side of Yummy Tingz to work their way back into it, but when Morph is hitting beams like that, it's going to make it that much more difficult. And Cozen sitting at 10-16, also trying to find a few more kills, not exposing himself when he doesn't have to. But Frostaic, again, Morph is just finding some of these ridiculous kills, making it that much harder for the side of Yummy Tingz to be able to lock this down. And oh no, the route, it is going to be Alex, and I think it was Cozen who heard the sound cue. Unfortunately, he guessed the wrong way.
Yeah, Alex slow rolled that insanely. Went as far around as they possibly could, and it all paid out. And I wouldn't even call this scrap. That was a lot of hill. And look at the hill time, honestly. Alex, MVP there, 2.5 already, and no one even hit 200. Seriously amazing job here from Alex. That point man gets paid, you know. And that's exactly what's going on here. So we're on the back of Alex here for hill time. And the rest of the team doing great. Morph, like you said, hitting beams that just can't get taken out. Frostaic still doing a good job over there on Yummy Tingz. I love that Cozen picked it up. Maybe he's the hill man because he finally got almost a minute on there. And Yummy Tingz has this point, but Dax carries. I feel like every wave of players they send in just gets further and further in until someone like Cozen pulls a triple and Dak answers it with a double, and that's just a 50-50 back and forth. Dax carries surrounding this, 30 seconds left. That's usually when Yummy Tingz can't handle it.
Yeah, they've just been falling apart at these last, second half of the hill. Luckily, Gentry, he puts himself in a good position, finds one, and it looks like it's going to be Cozen finding the last 15 seconds of scrap, but they kind of left him all alone. He needs to find these 2 kills. He's just finessing his life. He will get cut down. Excuse me, that was Frostaic trying to make the play. And number 1 is going to be Zaya trying to shoot the gap. And number 5, the Lone Ranger, Chuppy. Will they be able to stay alive? And luckily, the spawns go in their favor.
Yeah, Chuppy honestly wasn't doing too much for his team on that last point. So it's just one of those things where if you're not helping your team on the last point, you better dang well get this rotation. And he did. He lost out, and look at Dak took his exact spot. He does get taken out. Chuppy trying to reclaim his position. He does get it. The squad spawns are in his favor. This is exactly the turnaround for Yummy Tingz. If they do not get this 30 seconds, they will not win this.
Yeah, and they desperately need it, but Dak carries, they are not giving it up, and it should be called Morph carries because he's sitting at 33 and 16. Zaya will go down, and I want to point out the carry squad, they still have 1 or 2 glide bombs in the back pocket, so they're not really feeling the pressure at the moment. The rotation is in. Alex, he will find 2 on the back end, the far side of the map. Now you're 60 points out. You have no map control whatsoever, and this is where they're just going to rain down this cruise and be able to find most of these players in the open.
And let's just talk about how beautiful that is. Not only did Zaya just call in that streak, they were standing on the hill, okay? Just uncontested, literally AFK. No one's in there. It's just disrespecting Yummy Tingz as they can't get in there. 5 seconds left. And I do like how you said Morph carried, but we got to shout out Alex. Almost 3 minutes on the hill. Very unheard of. Seriously, great job. You know, I came into this saying that Dak was going to be a one-man show, but that was where the best teamwork was coming from, was Dak's carries. This whole team just absolutely insane. Yummy Tingz, they were just losing that last 30 seconds every single time.
And you love to see that, right? 3 minutes in the hill, you don't get that very often. So that was incredible stuff coming out of the side of Alex. 20 and 18. I want to point out Gentry, he went 13 and 20, but of a lot of his kills, they were crucial ones. There were a lot of these big 1v1 rotational gunfights, but with that, he was kind of watching the flank a little bit too much, and he kind of put himself out of the game in a majority of these situations. He was leaving the rest of his teammates in a 4v3.
Yeah, and this is LAN, you know, this is something new, this is different. So your opponents are sitting pretty much right next to you. So, you know, you could probably hear them screaming, maybe hear their comms a little bit over all of that nonsense, all the energy going on out there. And it's just a lot of noise. There's a lot of lights. Everything's new. You know, they're able to bring their own controllers. I'm not sure if everyone did. You know, new screen, new PC, everything's new. A lot of people haven't even been to Colorado, myself included. So, you know, everything's new here. So that all plays into how prepared you are, your mentality going into it. And, you know, maybe that's what we were seeing, you know, from them. But I just love Dak's carries. They really just brought it all together.
And for the side of Yummy Tingz, this, you know, it was a 250-161, so it wasn't necessarily out of reach for them. And I think this is going to be a map they're going to be able to bounce back on. Mercado, it's a lot of the teamwork, and they were having a lot of great rotations. So I don't think that they were fundamentally not sound. They were just maybe losing a few too many gunfights when it kind of mattered. You just have to give credit. I think Chuppy finding a lot of those 1v1s. Yeah, he did lose one in the back, but Frostaic having his moments, Kozin as well, and then Gentry. I think it's just a matter of having them all click at the same time. It just kind of felt like when it was coming down to the wire, they weren't winning the gunfights when they need to. A slower team, so I kind of give them the edge in this S&D coming up.
Yeah, and this Mercado that's about to load in here, it's really what it all is. You know, Yummy Tingz, they had some great players. I seen some doubles coming in, Chuppy that you mentioned. But Dak and his team there, they just had it all down. They were sticking together. They were waiting for everyone to come in. Not too many single file pushes where you could just get completely obliterated. But here we are. They're loading in. Not too sure if any snipers are going to be going down. Doesn't look like any on the side of Yummy Tingz. So, you know, maybe Dax carries someone over there. It could be carrying with the sniper.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, but they will be on the defense to start, and I love the nades coming out. You throw them early because you will be able to find any of the damage you need. No trophies are earned in the beginning of the round, and so far I think one got tagged with that nade. It was Morph, and then Frostaic, he just cleaned up that first blood.
Yeah, first blood. There we go. Yummy Tingz on the board. You know, whoever wins hardpoint, the other team always wins that first SND. Bomb is down though, so great job on Dax carries, pushing that on to Yummy Tingz. Now 3v2. Chuppy trying to go big here. Kozin able to find a kill now, 2v2. Alex, we know that they're an amazing point player, so I think that it might be on them to get this defense down. Zaya able to get a kill now, 1v2. Chuppy, they know where he's at, finds the kill, and there's our first round. Dax carries.
And great job from the side of Dak. Alex, he wasn't exposing himself unnecessarily. He was just kind of keeping his head out, making sure he wasn't getting tagged up or throwing his way his life his for free. And then Zaya comes in, cleans up the final 2 kills, gets that information, his safety net. It was Alex in case if he loses it. Still, either way, Dax carry, I love that they got the bomb down early and then were able to get into their setup.
Yeah, and that's the one thing we missed on that last series. Oh, I did see a sniper in someone's hand there. I think it was Morph. See Daddy. There we go. Morph the dwarf. Oh my gosh, the double nade. Chef's kiss there, cooked to perfection. Catches that double. Oh my goodness. Get them out of here. Untradeable kill. Morph has to get something with the sniper. Dak couldn't complete that kill. Oh no, there we go. Peek it. Boom, he's out of here. Morph, amazing kill. A lot of these guys with the snipers, they just won't pull the trigger. Oh my gosh, Morph catches an AR off the ground. 1, 2, there's only 1 left. Morph can catch all 4. The Daddy is popped. He just has to heal up. Falling back, Chuppy is sweating right now. Look at him, he's like, he's gotta be tunnel, he's gotta be somewhere. I don't know where he is. Someone please help, he's by himself. Morph is cooking it. Look at this.
Oh, no.
Gonna run right up the stairs. Knows exactly what's going on. Gonna catch him from behind. There he is. 13 seconds left. He's gonna run towards this. Oh my gosh. Morph catches all 4. Oh, that is play of the day right there. Someone be clipping that. Morph is insane here in SND. Sheesh.
This man just pulled off the 1v4 and a defuse, a collapse from Yummy Tingz. How do you let that happen? Morph just absolutely demolishes him. And I want to point out, Kozin, what are you looking at? You just looked the wrong way, then you turned around until it was just too late and the bullets, they entered the dome. But, oh, you were in a 2v4 and then a 1v4. You had the bomb down and you lose it.
I mean, if it's a 1v4 and I'm one of the 4, it's like, all right, we got it, right? And then you see one teammate die, another teammate die, another teammate die. I mean, you're already outmatched. You know you're not winning that 1v1, so you got to play that bomb. You got to keep your head on a swivel. Morph, again, look at this, 1v1. And look at Kozin, he's scared. Is that what's going on here? They need to pick up that bomb, so Morph is at a disadvantage. He knows he's somewhere in this building. I'd like to see Kozin kind of peek out, take some control. He's a little too defensive. Just this entire map is free 99 for Morph. Again, that Daddy gets popped, sees him in the window, gonna lay down the firepower. Wait for Morph is nuts. All right, he's not letting off. This guy, he's got to be on that G Fuel because he got the energy for days. He's keeping it hot.
Oh, great
He picked up that bomb, catches the rotation. Oh my gosh, Grap, this is nuts.
And great read from Kozin. Oh, he almost let that one up. But great job. That was probably one of the better reads you will get from these players because he knew right as he got back down, Morph's gonna just wrap that bomb. And he was right up next to him. Still gets that gunfight, stops the streak as well. So a great bounce back. Yummy Tingz, yeah, he might have been scared. He still takes that challenge and wins it.
Yeah, you know, just sit back, play your life, right? Let's not, we'll go away from scare. He's playing his life, right? You just want to make sure he stayed alive, wait for them to make a move, and then go there. See Morph with the sniper. And it's not that, right, he's not going to get any kills there. It's that no one's going to go that direction. You see that glint? You're not going down the middle. That's locked down. Zaya going to get into this site. Gonna look up this top window. Frostaic gonna look through, try and maybe get a kill. I'd like to see him pop out here. Yeah, it's exactly what you needed to do. 2v2, Frostaic Gentry, Dak Morph. Ooh, Dak gonna fall here through some bullet penetration. Morph with the sniper, exactly what you want in this position. Oh, how did you even see that? That's crazy. 1v1. Frostaic has the bomb. Look at both players rotated at the same time, but the sniper isn't going to cut it in that position. Yummy Tingz kind of just barely wins 2 rounds, but hey, that's enough to tie it up.
My goodness, I got a little scared. I thought Morph was maybe gonna pull off like a no-scope, but Frostaic, no fear in that man's eyes as he runs straight into the gunfight. But granted, you know he has a sniper and he has to hit that, 1 in 1,000 shot, 1 in 100, and it's gonna make it that much more difficult. Didn't allow him to scamper away, and I think that's kind of the thing. Morph has found these kills and then played his life well, but now I think Tingz starting to get a little bit more aggressive, like we were saying, and Cozen, he gets all that information. He knows the entire squad from Dax is coming. Frostaic watching. 1, 2, make it! Oh, only 2. I'm sorry. Almost got hyped there, but Alex shuts him down. 1v4, not able to do it.
Yeah, Tingz. I honestly feel like they were at a great spot there. It was all 4 pushing, only 1 defending, but the rotation came through absolutely insane on that one. Tingz, I've never seen a rotation as beautiful as that. 3-2, that's 3 in a row, I think. Tingz just doing an amazing job.
And they're getting the first bloods as well. Besides that 1v4, they should be up 4-1, right? So maybe a little bit of a collapse in 1 round, but that isn't phasing them. They still are able to get the next 3 in a row, and that's what you like to see. Yeah. You just got to shake that one off. The mental fortitude, it's clearly there. Morph, though, he is just hitting shots. You do not want to peek any of these windows because he is just pre-firing and getting all the easy shots. Tingz down in a 3v4, and they're trying to slow work this A with Zaya trying to come in on the flank.
Yeah, and with the sniper, it was really my favorite position to play because it's just the intimidation factor. The thing that it's like, oh, if I can shoulder this and get a peek, you don't peek the sniper. You just don't go that direction. Dax carries, they're going to win that one. Amazing teamwork, as always, now tied up. But that sniper, you're just pre-firing a window with 0 intention of killing anyone. It's just like, hey, by the way, don't peek this window ever, because I will kill you. One peeked it, and he did kill him. So, Morph, I feel like this is really on the back of Morph and the reads he's able to get to his teammates, the lines he's able to lock down, like, hey, literally no one's going to walk this direction. So you guys, you have half the map now that you have to focus on because I got this whole other side.
Yeah, it's just going to be able to adapt. And again, another first blood. You just need to stop peeking or find another sniper to compete. But Zaya just guns Gentry off the top flower bed. Chuppy, does he find that kill? I don't think he did. And again, another kill comes through. It's a 1v4. Can Tingz put the fear into Dax carry right now? Can they pull off this clutch? But I think they have the information. They know he's stuck in that corner.
Look at the positioning.
And everybody has him in a kill box. You love to see it. Chuppy gets 1. Almost.
But it was the sniper, though. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you chow that one as your way out. That's how you got to do it. Morph, again, he watches the middle almost every time. And you kind of have to as the sniper, right? Until that 1 round where you don't. They're already going to think you are anyway. But he's watching it. Someone peeked it like, oh, maybe he's not. No, he does. And that just solidifies it in the back of their minds. Every single player on Tingz is like, yo, we actually can't go through the middle ever again on this map, ever. So just because of the intimidation factor. And Morph just connects those kills. 8-5, 8-4 with Zaya. Absolutely. Look at this. Here we go again. Trying to peek the middle. What's Chuppy gonna pull here?
Oh wow.
What was that? A sniper on the other hand?
No, that was a nade. They threw a really good nade. They should have had 2 players do it, and they would have gotten that kill. And I think he's trying to wallbang, thinking he was still there. Fortunately, he's gone like a ghost in the night. But Cozen and no, again.
Ooh, Frostaic
takes him down, and the trades come through. Frostaic, I love this position that he's in because Cozen, he scampers away after finding that kill. Dak, though, he picks it up. Can he carry? And he hits the shots, too. It's a sniper battle going back and forth. A 1v2. Can Chuppy pull it off? Has dead silence.
Yeah.
I like this play. Gonna isolate Dak. Make it a lot easier. And Zaya gets that information. Chuppy needs to win it. Does get it. And Dak runs out of ammo.
Wow, he should have pushed up into Chuppy. He had the information that he was injured. And I love that Zaya slowed him down, gave the information to Dak That 1v1 bomb's going to get picked up. Look like it's going to go down. Dak is in the middle. 19 seconds left. I think he's just going to wait, let them make the move, see where it got to go, and then go that direction. Oh, seen Chuppy, just the tail end of his foot. Pulls out the sniper, but he's still on the lower ground. He could have made this defuse already, honestly. But, you know, I love that he's playing it slow. Play it safe. 30 seconds left. Dak's just hard scoping that top window. I don't blame him. See if he makes a move, but Chuppy's just staying down low. So someone's got to do something here.
Yeah, and Dak, I think, maybe a little bit too patient. Thought he was going to go up top, and he still wins the gunfight! And that's where I think he should have been kind of just slowly peeking that corner like he did the first time. Instead, he jumps out the window fully, and he gives Dak the round. But the patience, it pays off. He waited down to the final, 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Knew he had to check it. And great position he put himself in. And Chuppy just exposed himself a tad bit too much. If he had that door, probably would have had that gunfight win.
Yeah, and he hit a few of those hip fires, which helped with that 1v1. Good on them. It's a match point. You know, Dax carries. If they get this one, that's the series. And Yummy Tingz, you know, they need something here. They got to figure something out. The players are doing good. Honestly, it just seems like they can't get around that sniper, but Frostaic was running the sniper counter. Look at Dax carries, all rushing through. See Morph locking down middle, knows that none of them can peek there, but Gentry is going to try it, but Morph was looking to reposition. Ooh, 3v2, now 2v2. As the bomb is down, does get picked up. He's gonna maybe fall back into Morph's pocket. Be interesting to see what they can get done.
You can feel the side of Dax. They are oozing with confidence. He just went out and challenges. Zaya just runs straight at the flower beds, finds one, almost gets a second, but luckily the rotation for Yummy, they had the numbers. They still got the kill. And I like this play by Dax. They're gonna get the bomb down at B for free. Gentry gonna be the first player, and they have to pinch this one perfectly and really get it as Morph. Oh, he misses the shot, goes out for a reshell. Doesn't matter. Left himself open, and Dax carry. They close out the series in a 6-3 on the Mercado Las Almas. Search and destroy.
Yeah, what a great series, honestly. You know, it was looking back and forth. Yummy Tingz, you know, had it tied up, 3 up, and then 3 in a row from Dax carries. The teamwork was just next level. You know, I want to say it was on the back of the sniper, but, you know, it was just the snipers, the initial information. You know, he's getting naded himself because they know where he's at. He's just able to lock down absolute insane routes. And honestly, maybe we could get Morph in here, get a little interview from him, or maybe Dak, whoever those two want to come in. So I think we'll take a little bit of a pause, get an interview set up, and we'll be back with some nice player interview.
Absolutely.
Yes, there is.
Need a Zaya interview.
I would like to see Morph get on in here, but we can bring Zaya in as well. I just do want to point out that I like the way that Yummy Tingz were kind of playing their first bloods. They only lost it in a 5-4 to the first blood percentage, so it was just a matter of being able to make sure you are capitalizing on those kills. And again, a 4v1, that's difficult to lose, right? And that maybe is a little bit of a gut punch. Still, this is a long pool play. I think they have, you know, a good chance of making it into the winners, but look out for Dax carry and specifically more. I still think it wasn't the cleanest series from either side. There was a lot of sloppiness, a lot of egos. Like you said, we'll just happen to see if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, and it looks like we got Morph coming in for the interview. I mean, the sniper was just insane. Here we go. Coming into the room. Grab the chair, slide her over, my friend. So get him in the middle here, yeah. Come on, right up. Morph, welcome in, my man. You were cooking it up. Absolute insane. So, honestly, I just want to talk about the S&D. This sniper, you're able to lock it down, keep them from these positions, and it's not just like, hey, I'm going to pre-fire, try and get these kills off, just try to keep them away from this area, but you're hitting them. You're getting the chows. This amazing job getting that information to your team. So talk to us about, like, going into this game, being able to pick up that sniper? How do you make that decision? How do you work as a team? And how do you tell them the information to help them out?
Yeah, so I've been sniping for most of the game, and it's really just enabling my teammates to, like, if I'm holding down an alley and I know that, like, I'm holding mid for my teammates, they can go do whatever they need to do and plant the bomb, and my job's there holding the alley for them. So I was hitting my shots and getting those picks, and we were getting bombed down on those offensive in the rounds.
And how are you feeling? I know everybody was hyped. You pulled off a 1v4 and the defuse. What was going through your mind right as your last teammate dropped? Did you think you even had a chance, or were you just like, I'm going to go for it?
Right when my last teammate dropped and they had bombed down and it was 1v4, I always keep confidence in myself, but I didn't think I had a chance. But then I got a 2-piece. I got one with a sniper, picked up a AR and got another. And then it was 1v2. It was still like 30 seconds to play with. And I knew I had a chance there, and I got the kills, played it right, and got the defuse.
Yeah, and it was incredible stuff. I think everybody was hyped to see that in the stream.
We were,
I know that I was as well. So that's the type of energy you like to bring in. Is this your first LAN, or have you played in other events as well?
It is my second. I played in the Raleigh Challengers event earlier in the year, but that was very short-lived. I didn't have a great time or great success there. It was fun to play. But this is my first or second LAN, and got a great team around me, so I'm excited to be here. The energy's awesome.
Yeah, talk to us about your history with the team. Are you pretty new with them? Is this the team you played the other LAN with?
So one of my teammates, Zaya, I'm currently teaming with online for Challengers.
Okay.
And then Dak and Alex, I've played in leagues in the past, and they're just kind of buddies I played with before. So I played with all of them. We've never, the four of us, been a set team together, so a little bit of a pickup squad, but we've all got chemistry.
All right, now talk to me. I gotta know, how'd you pick the team name? Like, because he wasn't carrying.
I think it should be Morph carries.
Yeah,
We're talking about it.
We were actually, I got to shout out someone on stream. His name's Kai. We were going to change our team name to For Kai because that's our buddy. We were going to win it for him was the idea. We forgot to change it, and Dak was in charge of setting up our team for the event, so he just threw his name in there for a little bit of fun.
Instead of For Kai, it was Forget Kai. Basically, that's kind of what happened. He forgot to change the name, but it's been a pleasure bringing you on in, and good luck at the rest of the tournament. You're absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that was just the beginning.
It will be.
We
got the Call of Duty left.
I'm very excited.
Thanks for coming in, man. Great job. Great job.
Take it easy.
Thank you.
All right, looks like we might have Chuppy coming in for a little yummy Tingz insight. All right.
Okay, we got Chuppy. I didn't realize we got this back-to-back, and he is going to be one of the players from Yummy Tingz. A tough series for them.
Yeah.
And we're just going to have to kind of recap what happened. So in map 1, it was a 250-161 on the Hydro, and then you lose in a 6-3. So, but this is a long one to go. Like we said, there's a lot of pool play matches and a lot of Call of Duty left to play.
Yes, sir. Here he is, Chuppy. Go ahead, pull the chair over, sit in between us, my friend. Yummy Tingz. All right, welcome in, my friend. Hey, good job out there. You know, honestly, it was some pretty amazing stuff from your team, but wasn't able to pull it together. Give us a little insight. What do you think you were falling behind a little bit that you couldn't get the series?
Definitely on the search, like we just over-peaked the sniper too many times, which we tried adjusting for it. We played, yes, we had a pool of 4. I mean, they adjust too, so I had a couple 1v1 situations at the end too where I just couldn't clutch up, which was on me, you know, because it was playing map 3 right now, but
no, this is my
and then in the Hydro Hardpoint, it's just a few rotations, and we were just getting outslayed. So.
Yeah, I could definitely see that getting outslayed. Almost 100-point club. And in S&D, I just got to know how you said you're just peeking the sniper a little bit too much and just couldn't get him off of it pretty much. So, like, what was your team talking about trying to get around the sniper? Because that seemed like it was always either the first blood or just locking down lanes. How are you adjusting to try and play around them?
Yeah, well, we knew he was sniping like back on defense and stuff like that. So we were just like, don't peek it. Like you can just try to play like bottom green and stuff like that. Try to watch tunnel and then on the flank, and then once we like usually get like 1 or 2 down, we can try to plant and then watch angles and stuff. But there is that one round. I think it was like
He plays for New Mexico State. He does. Okay.
he dropped 49 on my forehead. It's tough. I mean, we try to get the boys to
do I have everything? All right.
you know, adjust mid round. That's like how, you know, gotta win these S&Ds.
Yeah.
We definitely adjusted when they definitely went to. They tried to play B side one time. We adjusted quick on that. And got
Yeah,
them around.
very good job.
Yeah.
Most amazing transition I've ever seen.
And which is good. We practice S&D a lot, and so yeah, it's just unfortunate we dropped this map.
In his Mercado, I know these are preset maps, so maybe your team isn't comfortable with it. Had you had a lot of reps on it, or is this like a map that you're kind of not the most comfortable with in S&D?
No, actually, Mercado and Asylum are pretty much like the maps we like. Fortress is kind of iffy on that one too. Like we got beat pretty bad. I think the game before that, like 6-1 on that. So, but yeah, I mean. It's kind of how it goes, you know. So some teams are just better. We'll try to adjust for gotta make a probably lose record.
Now you're saying that you need to adjust. What do you think that needs to be adjusted into?
We talked in Search when we first started playing today to like just play slow offensive rounds and try to get that first blood, because then we can like, you know, we have the man advantage, and then, you know, we can go from there. I think we can definitely win a lot of games with that. As far as like hard points go, it's pretty much we're just gonna have to all be on it. One guy can't be doing all the work and getting all the kills. Like all four of us have to be. We're not gonna win games less than 20.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming in. You know, being the loser, it's always nice to get an insight from the team. But, you know, I can definitely feel you guys coming back. Seen a lot of great plays like that rotation. Like you said, you yourself was even winning some good 1v2, 1v3s. So you guys have everything there. I think that in that S&D was just the sniper kind of picking you guys apart, just getting your mindset down a little bit and just getting kind of taken over in a lot of spots. That 1v4, I'm sure, was a heavy hit to everyone's ego. You know, because you're like, oh, we got this. They'd be like, oh, crap. You know, like, no, it's a 1v1 and I'm just not going to get this. Hard point, like you said, just one player doing all the work, try to get more of a teamwork. But, you know, you all have a great mindset. You came in here very positive, looking to bounce back from this. You know, maybe you could do start in the losers bracket, but, you know, there's always room to move up. And, you know, I'm sure someone from the losers bracket is going to make it up.
Yeah. We're definitely confident going into losers whenever it starts. We've done it before at the last lane here, so we definitely can do this.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, we love having you come on in and give it a little insight behind your team, and good luck on the rest of the tournament in the land. And like we said, there's a lot of Call of Duty left to play, and you guys definitely have the opportunity to make that losers bracket run.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks.
All right, thank you. Yeah, catch you in the next one.
Yeah.
All right, I think that we're going to run into a break now as we get into the start of Pool C. So we'll get ready on that. Pool A and Pool B, what an amazing bunch of games we've seen here. I haven't seen a round 3, but, you know, we had some close ones. We had some great games, some great plays. We had the 1v4 in Search we all wanted to see. You know, Yummy Tingz wasn't able to get it done there, but hey, it sounds like they're going to be able to bounce back as they get into Pool C.
Yeah, and you'd love to see that. Yeah, maybe not feeling as confident after that map too, but they should be able to make that losers bracket feeling good in the aspect that they knew what they need to do. They were having to make those micro adjustments, and I think once they do, they'll be a contender for the rest of this tournament. But everybody, I think we're going to kick it to a short break, and when we come back, we'll give you an update on the Pool A and the Pool B, because they are both done currently, and the Pool C is going to start on up when we return, but we'll give you those updates when we come back.